Hello, guys. Today we are looking at Alexander Isak first season at Liverpool, and the early start for him is really bad. You know what I mean? And but it could get worse if this happens. If what I'm gonna say happens, but you have to wait until when I tell you what is gonna happen, what will happen, and his first season at Liverpool would be like a failure. Yeah, but before we talk about that, let's look at his start for Liverpool. He appeared 5 times already this season for Liverpool, and one was a substitute, I believe, as a substitute, I believe, and he only made one assistant, goal assistant. Have not scored any goal in Liverpool yet. He has yet to score goal for Liverpool in Premier League. You know what I mean? And you know, when he wanted to join Liverpool, it was big, misunderstanding or a big problem with Newcastle, where he came from. They have a little bit of, you know, ups and downs, and I think it affected him as well because he have to stop playing for Newcastle for a while before he now joined. He later joined the Liverpool after a prolonged, struggle with the Newcastle management. You know what I mean? And I think it affected him. You know what I mean? But Liverpool this season, you know, before he joined, they were doing very well. They started the season very well. I think they won like 5 games in a row, and now they're in worst place this they can be with this slot. Their manager have been in worst place now. He has lost lots of games in Premiership, and he's not gonna win Premiership. That's already written out. That's already strike out. He can't win Premiership, and he might not even be among top 4 with this form they are in. But after saying this, you know what I mean? The Isak case is that, he came to a club that are in decline, you know what I mean? Because they spent a lot of money buying players. Sometimes when you buy players, it's very hard to integrate them, make them play as one. And they have aging players as well, like Musala and Video. It's gonna be, you have to be, their pace will affect the other players, you know what I mean? But let's circle back to what will happen to Isak's situation that will make it worse season he will have in Liverpool. If Liverpool end up, what will happen is this: if Liverpool end up sacking their current head coach or manager, Slot Isak is gonna be in deep problem because they will bring new manager, you know what I mean, and the new manager will reorganize his team, to fit him. He might not even consider Isak, you know what I mean. He will not even consider him, going by the record he will make when he comes. So like if you play 5 games as a striker, you made one contribution, as they paid about 100 million pounds to sign the guy. It's not a good stuff. It's not a good look. So, but if the Liverpool end up changing their manager this before the season finish, this is gonna be the worst. It's gonna be the worst situation for Isak. This is my prediction. You know what I mean? You can disagree with that, but I think if they change their manager now, it's gonna be a problem. The guy will have this season will be just very bad for him in Liverpool. This is what I think is gonna happen. But if the man continues, I think maybe at a point he can rebuild the team again and they start playing well. Once they start playing well, they start winning games. They have quality there. They have qualities there to play well and win many games. You know what I mean? But a change of manager will automatically affect the guy. And if you don't do well in your first season, your second season is gonna be, if you fail it, that's you're a flop. You're failed in that club. You know what I mean? You know, big clubs like Liverpool will only give you first and second season. You know, first season, like they can, you know, bear with you in first season, you know, but second season you must prove. If you don't prove your worth, you know, that's it for you. You're gone. Yeah, yeah, you don't have any career in that club anymore. So, but we hope that this guy will still, you know, find his form again, you know, as he used to be in Newcastle, you know, going to a new club, especially with the controversy he had in his back when he went there. It's not helpful as well, you know what I mean? But we hope that he's going to pick up his form and start scoring goals. That's what we want to happen for him, not the worst, you know what I mean? Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our video. Peace.